The most recent changes to the auto industry is likely the most significant: the internet. And the role it's played in consumer marketplaces continues to shape how consumers buy and dealers sell. When the internet began to expand in the mid to late 90s, dealers were hesitant to harness it as a utility for selling. Soon afterward, dealerships had to embrace the internet or give in, though a few decided to duke it out and eventually lost the battle. Business began to shift toward utilizing the online shopping experience. By the early 2000s, dealers were allocating the necessary resources and turning their websites into an online brochure. A decade later, internet departments were a continuously growing channel of dealership sales and service. Thus, websites evolved from simply a brochure to an online dealership. The internet also changed the dealer-customer dynamic. In fact, it turned it on its head. Before the technology boom, consumers had an easy time selecting the car they wanted, but hit a wall when trying to get numbers from local dealers. Today, numbers are the easy part. All pertinent information is online, and dealers are willing to quote figures up front. But selecting the right car has become a much harder decision for buyers with so many options available. Cars no longer fall into the three basic categories of sedan, sports car, and truck. Now you've got crossovers, hybrids, SUVs, and wagons. Soccer moms are opting for stylish SUVs. Sedan drivers who want a sporty feel are finding solace in a four-door coupe, a responsible compromise for anyone in a midlife crisis. And as technology provides more advanced features, consumers are considering a wider range of options beyond vehicle styling. Selecting the right car in many cases is incredibly complicated and often outweighs money as the priority in the decision-making process. The stock market and real estate industry helped the economic boom of the early to mid-2000s and reflected heavily with car transactions as manufacturers and dealers posted some of the highest sales to date. But the pendulum swung hard in the late 2000s when the housing market crashed and the financial struggles were mirrored in the auto industry. 2008 and 2009 dealt fatal blows to some dealers who couldn't hang on in the face of the economic tsunami. For those who stayed in the business and the few who actually grew, the solution was clear: trim expenses. Unfortunately, it resulted in a lot of layoffs. The remaining staff, fortunate enough to keep their jobs, took on more responsibilities, and three-man jobs were being done by two people.